Today we're taking this wooden tissue box cover that I paid $3 for, and we're going to turn it into an awesome droid workshop. This little workbench area was made from a kind of trashed Kong toy that I picked up for 50 cents at a flea market. Had some stickers and maps on there, and I took that all off. Repainted everything with a base coat, redid all the metal separately, painted up all the individual wires on the side, which you could have seen in the rotating shot. Painted up all the meters, left the caution striping there because I just think that's cool. Added some different designs in there, and I strung some extra lighting that I had left over from the interior lights out here, so it was like an outdoor shopping. Then I have tools that can go out here for set dressing or for character to hold. We have a rolling cart full of droid pieces, which can also be utilized inside. And then I've got things like this kind of chain, which we can drape from the roof, you know, drape it across the roofing here, have it dangling down, although I do have some more realistic chain elsewhere that I prefer to use that has a grabber. And, you know, I can either throw it up there, have somebody pulling up a crate with a robot or helping out. I thought that was pretty neat. And then also, as far as decor goes for the exterior, I have things like a half-completed droid. I have things like droid parts here that I've painted up and weathered. I still have to do this pile, build-a-figure droid legs, etc. And I always thought this was cool, is like I have a little 3D printed car battery that I painted up and added a logo to, added a positive terminal and negative terminal, so I could just throw it up on here and, you know, say it's being used as a tester to charge up droids or check to make sure their components work. And also, the droid that works there is the one that you've seen with the grabber hands, and I gave him a chainsaw hand as well because, you know, he's got to be able to cut apart the droids. And for those astutely observant people, yes, the blue and red and silver is a tribute to Ashley Williams from Evil Dead, and that droid's name is ASH. So yeah, that's my little nod to the Evil Dead. Let's take a look at the interior. As you can see, for the inside, what I've done is I've put in a light, I put in some dangling wires, and I also ran some strands of lighting on the inside. Some of them are painted over just to add a little bit of softening to the bright whiteness of the lights. We've got a blue sun poster in there because maybe they pulled a crate off of one of the ships that have passed through their system and, you know, thought the design was cool. And then I've made some accessories for it. I took a shelf that I got for, I think, $1.99 at Michael's. They were on sale, and I added some metal hinges with foil tape, made a little door out of granny grating, threw a little padlock on it, and that actually has pieces that can go in it, and I tuck that back there in the corner. And then I've got a shelf here that I made, and essentially all it is different offcuts of parts that I've used. Made another little cabinet door down there, some type of little Ninja Turtle ooze looking battery core. There's actually little tiny D-cell batteries that I made in there, and then pieces from Final Faction inside, and then I just put an interesting pipe around it to make it look like maybe that thing filters air or whatnot, and that just goes right inside. Creates an appearance of a depth of field that there's a bigger shelf full of things in there. And then I have a stool, which isn't complete yet, but in the meantime, in between time, our gracious host, who will go behind there, has this little countertop, and the counter actually will fit in all the way correctly, but I like to have it kind of at an angle and just inside the door to show off the greeblies and give it an idea of a free-flowing space as people walk by, and it keeps the host, the worker, away from the audience. And then I kind of thought this was cute. I might put this on a shelf there. It's a little miniature C-3PO that I got from a Disney thing. So this is my Vox's droid shop. It's in kind of an Arabesh-ish font, and it's droid repair, and then I purposely left this space blank so that we could do different signs, trading posts, maybe when he gets more things to trade, or, you know, do the classic "I assure you we're open" sign after I put a door in there, kind of as a nod to Clerks, different things like that. And I want to take you guys and have you give you a better look at the roof too. I did some work there. I want to be able to put people up there for a scene as well, so I did put a little love and detail into that. So now we're going into handheld mode. I made this little battery bunker. It glues under black light. Just glued a lot of greeblies, wood offcuts, things of that nature right onto there. Did wheat pasted up a NASA sign in Arabesh, some Chinese writing on a sticker, and then inside of here is actually the, as you see, that's got a hinge on it I made, and the hinge is supported by a hair tie cut up as a hose. And then you just press the button, turns on that light. You can cycle through different ways, but I'll keep that off for now. And then I did all sorts of graffiti on this thing to kind of make it seem lived in, make it seem world worn. They don't like Imperials, they do not like synths here. Cobra maybe has a presence in this place, who knows. And then I also did some random writing on top of the rusted corrugated metal on this thing to make it look like maybe it was a piece of something else. And there you have it. I also covered up that that cord with some different lengths of hose and wires and kind of just made it world lived in, and so, you know, looks like it belongs in GIMMICK. So there you have it, friends. It went from a simple tissue box from Joann's, I want to say, and my initial thought was like, cool, I'll have a little roll down door, and then it just evolved from there. And I had the opportunity to pick up that, like I said, that Kong Skull Island thing for 50 cents, repainted it, gave it a base, gave it some life. I have some little blueprints that I'll be putting over there as time goes on, adding some more signage inside the store, little details here and there, adding things to the sign, and you know, it fits right in with GIMMICK. There's plenty of space over here on this side for me to add graffiti. I actually have a poster that I was going to try and hang up there, and it's actually, I metallized it, so it picks up, you know, bends and creases like metal. I put in little tiny pinpricks for where the nail holes would go, and I think I'm going to post that up over there, maybe behind it. Who knows, but it fits right into the Starport, and I love the excessive use of neon. I know it looks kind of janky, but the whole thing is janky intentionally because a lot of this stuff in GIMMICK is made from reclaimed goods that come through on their space routes, things they salvaged off of ships. Next, I'm going to be working on some details throughout the area, just things to flesh it out, because I want to populate this region over here, the really slummy, like go home, stop and grab a drink on your way, you know, maybe pick up a job area, get your droid serviced, and more of the storage area, which will be over here. And as you can see, I've got plenty of crates and things that I'm going to be lining up, some furniture for different places. That's going to get walled off because that is storage. And then I can really populate this zone, add some landing pads, spaces like that, some markings on the street, some puddles, and then we work on up there. So it's a large project. It's going to take some time, but I'm truly having fun with it. And it's amazing the support I get from people on Instagram, the people here on YouTube, and also, as always, the homies at the Multi-Galactic Trade Route. They are amazing. They keep me motivated. They keep me inspired. They're all great makers. I'm going to include their links to their IGs, and if they have YouTube, I know Fatback just opened one up. I know the homie Skybottom, he just got his 450th subscriber. He's doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers, so you should certainly go right now. Sign up, get in on that. There are instructions on the video, but I hope you guys are well. I hope you enjoyed everything. If you have any questions, please ask. Feel free to leave a comment and a like. I appreciate you. Subscribe, be well, and as always, too sweet me.